Hello, everyone. Hey, hey. We are here now and ready to do this whole crazy thing with us being Batman. Hello, hello. I'm just gonna plug in my controller, and then we should be good to start up, I think. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if this will do its thing. So I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope everyone's ready to play some Batman. I'm gonna take Lo-Fi Girl off now. And we will get into it. Sweet, my controller is on. Yeah, cool. Cool. Alright. Alright. You guys ready for this? It's gonna be crazy! Also, Judge Judy Slayer and Bubba Main 666, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Alright, let's get into this. Ooh. So we are now doing episode 2. Hopefully we can get some kisses from Catwoman this time around. That would be nice. That would be a nice thing. Oh wait, where did my thing go? Why am I still? Oh, I'm gonna go into this. Hey, Aquafox, what's up? Hope you are having a good day. I'm just gonna refresh the cache to make sure it's working. I think my sound alerts should be working. So hopefully those are working so you guys can all, if you want to pop off some sounds. I got a JJ laugh in there. I got Batman stuff. I got German Batman. Got some good things. So we can get into that if you guys want to. All right, but we're going to get into this now. Let's just jump into it, shall we? So yeah, we are waiting to get some kisses from Catwoman. I just watched the last end of, I don't know if there's going to be a recap, actually. There might just be a recap. Let's just see if there's a recap. Oh, I guess I got to select it. Why does it not acknowledge? Will it acknowledge my controller once I get in the game? I hope so. Settings? Let me just make sure. Very interesting. Okay, well, we'll try to get in the game. Worst case, I can always go in and change my settings out here. My controller is on, so I feel like I should be doing stuff. All right. I am good. I'm good, good, good. Just chilling. And getting ready to play this game. Okay, now my controller seems to want to do stuff. All right, should be working. But yes, I'm good. I'm very snacky, to be honest. I kept my treat stream on because I was like, I could eat some fried chicken right now. So if anyone feels so inclined to get me some fried chicken, I will eat it on the stream. Oh, we gotta wait for it to load. You can't see it, but there's a little bat symbol in the corner looking at me. See, I knew there was going to be a recap. All right, never mind. Get a little recap. I want to turn up the audio. Oh wait. Sorry. I'm just turning up the sound for you all. I'll be a little bit louder. Yeah, let's try that.
Revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on that side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us.
That did happen.
Together, we will change Gotham.
Hey Mike, what's up?
Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, I'm eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette.
Oh.
Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
So last time we also learned Falcone was like, oh, the Waynes are like the most corrupt. And we saw the proof. And we found out that Alfred betrayed us.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal?
Well, I'm glad you're able to make it, Aquafox. Thank you for coming out. I did want to see what this looked like. Ooh. Got no points. No points with Catwoman. I'm hoping this... hoping this time to gain some favor with Selena. We shall see what happens. Oh, this is when we didn't break the guy's arm. Remember this? Mike, yes! Also, one of the next things I'm going to do is get some emotes made for everybody and badges.
We're all being played here, including you. It's the Waynes. The Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
And Alfred was there! And he told us that they weren't corrupted. We could trust them. What is that? That is bullshit. That is bullshit. So now we'll just wait for that to load. Oh, but I was going to say I could put my chat on the screen, but I don't know what it's going to look like. So I'm just going to quickly check that out because I wanted to see if it would look good or not. So if y'all chat in the next little bit, it should come up here. Yeah, I don't see anything happening. So maybe not. I'm moving it, but you can't see it because I don't know. It's above? No, it's on top of everything, so my layers are good. So I don't know. That's fine. Just gonna move this over here, and then I promise we'll continue. Can't even see me moving this box, so it's like the least entertaining. There we go. There we go. All right. Now we'll go back into the game. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. This game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is tailored by how you play. Oh, see, that chat looks pretty cool. Nice. Everybody loves an Apex Legends, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like the way the chat looks in here, actually. I think it looks cool. Y'all can let me know if it gets in the way. Here we are in Gotham. It's very gross.
Don't do this. Only you now, Master Bruce.
My parents are dead! They're still dead. Just a reminder. Crime Alley.
Find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us.
Yeah? You think?
I know
Show me
you
that.
come here for
What is that?
solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld.
Sorry, I'm just gonna turn up the game volume a bit. Let me know how these levels are, if these levels are good for you guys. Boop, jumping back in.
This isn't going away.
It's all so public and messy. How could you hide this from me, Alfred?
Oh dear.
For all these years.
What would you have me do?
My
You were a
controller is not
child.
working.
I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't imagine.
So I'm going back because my controller isn't working. So I just want to get my controller working. Because, yeah, otherwise it's going to be not great. So let me just go into my settings really quick. Also, I should maybe let y'all know that I did have a beverage before this that was of the legal plant type of beverage. And so if you are like, Amanda is so weird today, that might be why. I mean, I don't think we can trust anyone in this game, Aquafox. I'm just saying. Also, Daylight Day, hello to you. Okay, let's just check my, what do I want to check here? My Bluetooth. I just want to make sure my controller is like connected. Like I feel like it's not. Maybe if I just unplug it and replug it. Doesn't seem to be picking it up in the game, which is annoying to me. Because I like to play with a controller. I might have to play with a mouse.
That kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises.
You can't hear the game at all?
It's not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm.
Aw,
Bill
thank
briefed the
you, I'm
rules of
Dandy Baby.
politics,
Thank you for the
so
love.
Tony was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name.
Maybe if I just...
Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Working with Falcone and Hill, I expected a regular accounting, not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his undoing. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed, and you were all alone.
Whoa, so like our parents sucked?
Walk out the door.
Is that what we're finding out? They were
Everything
corrupt
I
and they
did,
sucked?
Everything I've ever done was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
I mean... We're still
How can
family,
I hold
Alfred.
this against you? You're
Spidey
right.
fan! Thank you so much for
Thank you.
following.
I won't let you down again.
Alright. Well, don't let me down again, because that was pretty bad.
This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you,
It does
I
like to
thought
turn
they'd
convention
finally
on its
arrested your
heads.
father.
But that's the best thing about it, I think.
A thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
Wouldn't Chill just run when he recognized him?
Well, it's a fair assumption.
But he didn't.
You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe
Yeah.
there was some detail I overlooked.
Maybe. Are we gonna do some detective work? Oh my gosh, I love it. Let's do some detective work, friends. I just have to walk like this. Ugh. My controller will it not let me walk around? Why don't you work? You say that you're working, and yet, what is this? What is this? Yeah, for some reason the game does not want to pick up my controller today. So I guess we're just going to be using the keyboard, friends. Let's look at this spot. What could we possibly see? It's been years. It's been a long time.
I want him standing here. Right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibility
I
is
feel like it would be
frightening.
bad.
I'd only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
I mean, that's a fair question.
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
But was he really, though? We don't really know. Let's look at this graffiti. Is there a clue over here? I gotta walk up to it. There we go. Guns. Because that's where they died? Alnubis, thank you so much for the follow.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I always wanted to be brave, just like him.
Ugh.
And you are. He would be so
I feel like that
proud
was
to
us.
see that you took a different path.
Wow, our dad looks so much like us. Daddy, no! Why? How? Why? Why? How?
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
I wonder if Bruce
Only
can
when
still
you wanted to
watch
see
it
Bruce.
now.
Your mother arranged the
Zorro?
special screenings personally.
I never knew that.
Oh, wow.
She was always so good to me.
Aw. Mom! Yeah, I feel like Bruce would mostly want answers at this point. Like, I feel like he wouldn't, in theory,
Where
want to kill
exactly
people.
does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gun fires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Do I
Wonder
really
why.
want to know?
I feel like you want to know. Ooh, I'm walking. Did Bruce just like grunt? Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, that blood. Making a mistake? Oh my god, that's brutal. Saw 3886, thank you so much for following. No wonder he doesn't remember much. He's traumatized. I mean, that's a very ineffective way to steal a necklace. He just ruined the value of it, and the pearls are now everywhere. Guess he got a handful of pearls.
Are you all right?
Well, he was gonna shoot Bruce.
It wasn't a muggy. They were
was a hit.
assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Guess we're gonna go visit Falcone. Falcone. Tell me about my parents. I was gonna say tell me a story, but it doesn't really rhyme. Falcone, tell me a story. Doesn't really rhyme. GCPD, 8:56 a.m. Telltale story.
But getting you in to see Falcone like this,
Episode director
I don't have to tell
Jonathan
you how many
Stodder.
rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both
Characters
in hot water.
David Kaplan.
I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Hart, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time you disappeared behind closed doors with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to
I
know
almost
for
ran out of
sure.
time for that one. Did you see
Bruce,
that?
I appreciate you opening up to me, Just try and keep it cool in there.
Exploding toads, yeah.
I don't want any
Bruce is
headlines
pretty
taking away from
dramatic.
my debate with Hill.
He's got a dramatic air when I play him.
We finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire.
Yeah.
A case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Why is Harvey so mad about me doing that?
Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off.
That
again.
jaw.
He's not getting
That
off
jaw,
the
though,
hook
that Harvey still has.
this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
We're keeping
Awkward.
Falcone
Awkward pause.
lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back.
Why?
He cares about doing
Why?
the right thing.
Whoever he is behind the mask, Batman's a hero to me.
Yeah. It's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Falcone's inside. Just say what you got.
Although I guess if I wanted to be more undercover, I'd be like, Batman's a freak. I hate that guy. But oh well, I think Batman's cool. I think Bruce Wayne thinks Batman is cool too. Episode 2. Children of Arkham. So intense in its caps. Guess that's the title for episode 2.
Bruce Wayne?
Bruce. Come closer, Bruce.
You must have some clout. My own
Ugh.
wife can't get in to see me.
This hospital looks really dirty.
Good thing I'll be out of here in a week.
We need to talk, Falcone.
Yeah.
You weren't so eager the last time we met.
Well,
Then I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son. Yeah, that's right.
I feel pretty
Tommy
conflicted
and I
about
were
that.
close. More than friends. More like cousins.
More like lovers.
Going back decades.
Did you have something to do with his death?
Yeah. Did you?
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The
Maybe.
pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. Maybe I should have spelled it out. Gotta...
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
Yeah.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do.
Ooh.
God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Oh my god. I don't want to give him the morphine. Are we gonna do it? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Alright, I'll help him. I guess.
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
I need you coherent.
Tell
or
me
you
more.
might Be gone already.
Oh, there it
Gotta
is.
know the truth.
That Wayne streak. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch.
Why'd he say that so creepily?
Yet, tell the truth.
Don't you dare talk about my mother.
And why not, kid? I got nothing but good things to say about her.
Well,
She was
because
the only one that ever had a hold on your father.
Until you hired an assassin to kill them both.
I don't know if he
But you
did.
really think I hired Chill?
Maybe it was Hill.
Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
Ah,
You can't trust anyone in Gotham.
you
Least
think?
of all those you call friend.
What if Alfred put
Your
the hit on them,
parents
guys?
left that house.
Whoa! What?
You in hell!
Oh, can't. Oh.
The bastard had to die.
Whoa, she was poisoned.
I'm Batman.
Thank you. Thank you, Daniel McConkey. That's perfect timing. Oh my gosh. It was so loud in my headphones, it was perfect. Man, I don't think I shifted E fast enough. These keyboard things are gonna kill me. I better keep a hand on the keyboard. In case we have any more quick commands. It's not gonna be good today, guys.
We are in deep shit.
Yeah.
I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
There's definitely something wrong with her. Because her lips were all weird. Definitely wasn't Montoya
So different from the woman we met in the hall.
as she normally was. She was also awkward with that awkward pause, remember? I commented on that.
Just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
I don't think she would either.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? So we
I
gotta
don't
get
know.
out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating.
Sorry.
Harvey's right. We
He's
need
trying
to
so
control
hard
this
not to
story or
sneeze.
Someone else will.
Then we need the whole story, not just part of it.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, it's not
I
good.
can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
He died in our care. Doesn't sound great.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
She was obviously poisoned or something. Her lips were like black.
Falcone's been murdered.
So who would do that?
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Am I supposed to control this? Oh, yeah. Alright, let's check out her neck. It looked like someone stabbed her. Yeah.
Doesn't look like blood.
Someone shot her up with something. Her lips are all like weird and veiny.
Still visible beneath her skin. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze
What is
and
it?
Forward me the result.
Oh, I mean, you do it. I don't know how to do that. What am I supposed to do here? I don't know. Up? Oh. Just push the arrow.
I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne?
Awkward.
What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me.
Yeah, I believe you.
Big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant.
Okay, I believe you. You are Renee Montoya, although Falcone did tell me don't trust anybody.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then it just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what.
No matter what.
That's why I should've. They were a million miles away.
You have to remember more, Montoya.
I need more stuff. Come on. Who
I
stabbed you?
remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Revolution?
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
Oh.
Stop Falcone's lawyers for now.
Oh,
They'll be
Jim's
back.
so concerned about Montoya.
Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do.
Oh, man.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
A voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Not really.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Yeah, I'm not forensics. I don't even know how to detective.
Bruce! What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off.
Sorry, but I'm gonna brush you off.
Near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Always digging for a story, huh?
Yeah.
So it's true?
I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day
Maybe.
after he showed up at your house.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
You're fishing. You don't have anything. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You should talk to me, Bruce. This is coming out whether you stonewall me or not.
I guess we stonewalled her, which probably wasn't good. I probably should have given her something. I just don't trust Vicky. She's too pretty. Can't trust her. She's just so nosy, that's what it is. But maybe I should trust her. I do need, like, PR help, so there's that. It's loading.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself, or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start
Hey,
the search.
Uptown Duck, trust no one, alright.
I'll run a trace on his
So I
cell.
shouldn't trust
In the
Montoya
meantime,
either?
We have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor.
Did we get any of that? I thought we just took
The
pictures.
residue I scanned on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent.
I guess we, oh, okay, we scanned it. Some high
Let's see
tech. What do we got? What do we got?
Ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Falcone got off easy by getting killed. He deserved much worse.
Whoever
Someone
did
obviously
this
had a
was judge,
vendetta.
Jury, and executioner.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed.
Nice, Aquafox.
What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
That's what he said anyways.
Well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father...
Bruce Wayne? I know, what a spoilers, guys. Spoilers.
Computers
Bruce Wayne is
pinpointed
Batman.
reference points on the two compounds.
That is true. It does work because J.K. Simmons was Gordon. Montoya. I can look at the docks. Alright, let's look at the docks.
The docks were doused with the base chemicals.
Right.
The action was messy. They were out of control.
Okay, out of control. This one looks really organized, like it's like some sort of
This refined drug is like a
synthetic.
It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind?
I don't know. It sounds like some
Fighting
Joker
others is
stuff.
one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you. Oh,
Considering the amount they stole from Falcone, they could build a small army of remorseless assassins.
the thought is
Sounds
chilling.
horrifying.
Your
Not
drones are
good.
in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Let's triangulate. Gotta search an area? Let's start in the middle and branch out, shall we? The downtown area. Stop with these spoilers, Uptown Duck. So what am I supposed to do? Press this when you find a portion. Oh, okay. So how do I'm supposed to move over here? Oh! Did I find it? Oh! That sounds suspicious. Okay. Let's see what we hear. Whoa. Who are they talking about? Selena? Selena in danger? Oh. Oh. Let's check here. Right? Something was scrambly in between? Okay, that's the triangulated position. Cool. The Skyline Club. Oswald Cobblepot.
Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even
Maybe it
wait
was
for
the
Falcone's
Cobblepots.
body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Maybe Oz killed our parents.
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
I wonder if he's gonna know it's us. Okay, I gotta get my hand ready. Hold on.
Come on, I know there's gotta be more around here. The man probably had millions in his sock drawer alone. If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. Your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
Dun dun dun. I smell a fight sequence, like it's coming. I'm very nervous to do it with a mouse and my keypad. Oh god.
You lot, come check out this office.
Did I do it in time? I like rushed to push it. Pretty sure I'm doing it.
Or you can
Let him go.
Batman! It's about time. You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's number
Oh
one
wow.
vigilante.
So it was Oz.
Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen.
I said let him go.
You hear that, Roland? That sounded like an order.
I'll crush him.
Now, have a little respect for the Bat. Think he underestimates you.
Hey,
Is
the
this
Max.
about Falcone?
We're about to get in a fight
We all saw how you felt
with Oz, but as Batman
Handing
instead
him
of
a
Bruce.
hug on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out. Believe me, I know.
You don't decide who lives and who dies.
Yeah.
That's not justice.
But it's bloody
We're about
well satisfying,
justice.
isn't it? As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through?
That's
We
nice.
helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
I'm just gonna say nothing. Yeah.
The whole and brooding thing must be exhausting. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
What kind of plans?
They found Catwoman. What do you want with her?
We
Yeah.
had a deal, she didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate.
Oh, he wanted the card.
Still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selena.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
What the heck? Are we gonna fight? Ah! What? What just happened? I pressed E. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. Is it just gonna be E? Because I'm worried we're gonna go all over the keyboard, and that's why I like playing with my controller. I wish my controller worked today. Alright, E. I'm assuming another E. Q. Oh my gosh. So what is it? QWERTY? Is that what we're dealing with? Because I don't know where to put my hand, and a keyboard is like a lot of things. I'm just gonna assume that that's what it is, because that's what it normally is. Probably have to do more of that. Oh my gosh, how many times are we gonna do this? We're gonna do this a lot, guys. Sorry about that. Alright. Okay. Get ready to watch me do this on repeat. Because I gotta do it with this QWERTY business. Oh wow, that did nothing. Whoa! Out we go. What? No, I did that part. I have my controller, but for some reason it won't sync. It's very annoying. Like, I'm pushing the things, but it's just not acknowledging. I guess I gotta push them faster. Oh, he's gone. Run! Yeah.
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
She's in trouble. Achievement unlocked. A big fan. We gotta go help Selina. But first it's gotta load. So we'll just wait for that to happen. I'm wondering if I should, like, get a little snack or something. I'm so snacky. I'm so snacky right now. Why do I feel like Selina's not going to be there? Also, what's the stacked deck? $6.26. It might be a montage of the Dark Multiverse. Just me not knowing how to use my keyboard to play the game. Someone to write a comic that's just me losing in a video game. That could be a Dark Multiverse issue. I'm gonna quickly actually just put this drink back in the fridge because I just opened a drink, but now it's like really sweaty. Like, I don't know if you can see the level of sweat on this. That's how hot it is in here. So I'm just gonna not deal with that, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just gonna put it in the fridge. Alright, friends, I'm back. Let's go. Let's walk. Oh, wait, not that way, Bruce. This way. I love his, like, casual, disguise. He's like, I'm just gonna go in, like, a hoodie and jeans. That's, like, a casual seedy bar look, right? Which I guess, admittedly, it kind of is.
As Harvey Dent backer Bruce Wayne comes under fire for alleged corruption. Joining me live is Mayor Hamilton Hill. Mr. Mayor, you said earlier today that in light of the allegations against him, Bruce Wayne should distance himself from Dent, but that was unlikely to happen. Why?
He strikes me as, well, the jealous sort. Very possessive of his toys.
Better keep a low profile.
Yeah, that's like a really weird thing to say about me, but alright.
You here?
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar. Flash money like that in here, you better be ready to fight. I got customers who knife a man for less.
Selina Kyle. Where is she?
Hey, don't I know you?
I love when Bruce is like, let me solve problems by flashing money.
Knew it. Cops take all your fancy clothes?
Huh?
You trying to lay low? Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Buy you a drink?
How about a few? It ain't like you're short on cash.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
You didn't seem to mind the company. Whatever.
I was like, oh my gosh, am I going to be in trouble? I thought it might be a Matches Malone reference, but no.
Selina, I need to tell you
Sad.
something important.
Better be an apology.
No.
You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem.
Right.
Instead, you just pushed him off.
That's why I'm here. You're in danger.
I've had rats on my tail all day.
The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin?
Oh.
Shit. Ugh, you've got to be kidding me.
Just heard of him.
You should have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway. When you screw someone over, you really screw them. The Penguin.
I mean, I feel like Bruce's disguise is still pretty white.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think. You don't know what you're getting into.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common. The question is, why Gotham? Why now?
It's a good question.
Not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad. Why leave that?
He thinks he's changing the world for the better, no matter the cost.
Well, he's no Joan of Arc, that's for sure. Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
I need you, Selina.
Yeah.
Right.
Will you stay?
If Penguin is as deadly as you say, I need all the help I can get.
Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together. After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl.
Well,
That.
Keep Harvey out of this. The less he knows, the safer he'll be.
I'm sure his safety is your paramount concern.
We're what? No, what? We're what? What was she gonna say? Hey, I was having a good conversation. Ah, boo.
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Selina Kyle, Penguin says hello.
Oh my gosh.
Beat it. We're here for her.
Yeah, I
Care
could
about
see
your own
that.
Skin? You'll get the hell out.
Gentlemen, please, sit. Have a drink. Let's work this out like civilized people.
We're done talking.
Ah. All right. Bar brawl time. Here we go. Nice. Good teamwork. Yikes. then I take him down. Now what? I got him in a headlock, and I have to throw him? Oh! I guess I had the choice there of what I wanted to... I feel like we killed that guy again.
Not done yet.
Should have a kill count when I play. How many people have I maybe killed now? 4? So that might be 5. Oh. Oh, this is a cool pose. I like this. Back to back with Catwoman kicking butt.
I think they want more.
Then let's give it to him.
All right. I got 2 sticks. And smashing that guy, and smashing this guy. Oh! What? Like that? Oh! That was awesome.
You fight pretty good. For such a pretty boy.
Whew, I get so nervous when I do those. I always feel like I'm gonna mess it up and have my head ripped off. Oh wait, I already did that. Guess we'll check his pockets. What do you got in there?
Come on, this way.
Pretty sweet.
Quick, check the alleyway.
Oh. Guess we shouldn't hide in the alleyway. Or just go up to the roof, I guess.
Negative. Let's check the other side.
Well, this is pretty sexy. Here we go.
Yeah, we're alone.
Oh, definitely kiss her. Kiss her. Kiss her. It's such a good kissing moment. Oh. Alright. Dang it! Will I ever get a kiss from Catwoman?
You take the alley.
Okay.
Wait. When will I see you again?
When you least expect it. You shouldn't
Ooh,
trust me,
smooth
though.
looks. I mean, I shouldn't trust anyone. I know, it's a Telltale game. I know how this works.
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone.
Batman steals a kiss if the moment is right. That was definitely a great moment for a kiss, I think. I think we were both feeling the energy.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Is the back
Everything's
computer
good.
found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here, all from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
Mayor
The last
Hill.
voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
Nope.
Hill is setting me up. Penguin's gonna take a shot at me.
Yep.
If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree.
Yep.
The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice.
Go ahead.
People look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone. Terrorizing the mayor could damage that goodwill. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
I think we should visit him as Batman because it's kind of like a personal It's kind of a personal thing. But, like, what do y'all think? I think I can do a poll real quickly. Let me see, let me see. Give it a second if it'll open. Yeah. Let's do a poll. Let's see what y'all think we should do. Hey, Masakamikaze, thank you so much for hosting. I appreciate that. Oh, I have to go to my stream manager. Hey, thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a quick little poll for this one because I want to know what y'all think we should do. That's important to me. It's important. Just give me a second. Da da da. All right, here we go. Here we go. Who to visit as? Who should we visit as? Who should we visit as? Poll management is coming up, and they're gonna tell us. Ooh yeah, who should we visit as? This would be a great time for a sound alert. All right, here we go. We're starting the poll. Who should we visit as, friends? You tell me. Aquafox, thank you so much for hosting. All right. Now we're going to think about it. We're going to think about it. We are going to think about it. We are super thinking about it. Who do you think? Who should we visit as? It's 50-50 right now, y'all. 50-50. Oh man, it could go either way. Don't make me decide. I'm gonna have to decide. Okay, I guess I'm deciding because there was a tie. I'm gonna say we're gonna go as Batman in that case. Also, I am good, Mask Kamikaze. Just, you know, being Batman, you know how it is. What do I have to do? Do I just click to confirm this?
Going as Batman is the sure bet.
I want those answers. Maybe Mayor Hill set up my family, you know what I mean? Could be possible. Now we wait, because it loads. My game is having some issues. I might have to close it and reopen it. Oh, no, it recovered. Yeah, it seems to have recovered. It's loading. It's just taking its sweet, sweet baby time. Oh, there we go. City Hall. Here we are. Here we is. Love that hole in the wall. Love what they're doing with the place. Looks great. I don't remember that hole in the wall. Why is that there?
Public trust after taking down Falcone. not to throw it away by going overboard on Hill. Battering the mayor is not a good option.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'm a light touch. When I need to be.
I'm usually a light
The city will
touch.
thank me later if
I'm
Hill
not gonna
tells
break
me who these
anyone's arm.
plans.
Deborah, you incompetent! Dent's up in the polls. I need to crucify him in the debate or we can kiss re-election and your job goodbye. You'd better be back here in the next 15 minutes or I'm cutting your pay. Deborah.
Sounds awful.
Who's there?
It's me.
Deborah.
Deborah.
You.
Expecting someone? Maybe the Penguin.
Batman?
That's
What are you
right.
doing here?
That's right, it's
You know
Batman.
who the Penguin is.
So I've heard of him. So what?
Yeah.
I've got nothing to do with that lowlife. Do you hear me?
Patience isn't my strong suit, man. Talk!
I'm talking. You're not listening. I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
Yeah.
There's the real problem. He's the one you should be after. Every fiber of his being built on lies. His status, his fortune.
You really believe that?
I witnessed firsthand the atrocities of his family, and he's the one who profited.
I mean, kind of true.
Security! Pick up, goddammit! Security! I'm being...
Yep. Tell me the thing.
Don't kill me! I've done nothing wrong!
You can't keep secrets from me. I always find the truth.
What the hell are you talking about? Penguin wants revenge for what happened to his mother. Thomas Wayne sent her to Arkham, along with who knows how many other innocents.
What?
Nothing was wrong with any of them.
Something this big couldn't have been hidden. There'd be records.
Yeah.
With enough money, you can make anything or anyone.
What?
Disappear. I didn't
What?
dare speak up. Whatever happened in the past, it's nothing compared to what's happening now. Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll
No.
make Gotham pay for his sins.
What?
No.
You can tell your story to the police.
Yeah.
See what they think about it.
Yeah.
If I hadn't given Penguin what he wanted, he would have struck at the debate tonight. I didn't just do this for myself. I'm trying to protect Gotham.
Shouldn't be dealing with him.
About damn time.
That's not how you do it.
Man, shoot him! Come on, get the
Oh dear. Oh. Guess it's time to dip. Bye. Smoke bomb out of here. Alright.
I heard everything, Master Bruce. What he said about your father, it must be difficult to process.
I need to know what went on in Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Indeed, I'm just as frustrated as you are.
I feel like Alfred is keeping
Hill
more
seems
from
to
me
think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
than he says he is. I think he knows more than he lets on. I think he's involved in it. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I shouldn't trust Alfred. I'm feeling paranoid right now about him. Achievement unlocked, the encumbered. I think maybe Alfred is not good. I think he's suspicious. Super sus. You heard it here first, folks. I have so much fun playing Batman with all of you. Such a good time. Such a good time.
I wonder what else is on here.
What else? Some secrets? 71%, that's a healthy amount of charge.
Request, Lieutenant Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
But Gordon
But
heard about Batman's surprise visit to the mayor. He was far from happy.
Thanks for the heads up.
well, the mayor
It's a
just
plan
needs
of
a
the
little
old
intimidation.
Theater.
The auditorium where the debate's being held.
Batman didn't break anybody's arms, so I feel like there's nothing to be concerned about, Harvey.
I hacked into the image feeds from the security cameras at the auditorium.
Just to be safe.
Yep.
Just to be safe.
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting.
Yeah, they were. Do you have anything to say?
To learn so much in so little time.
To be honest, Alfred, nothing can shock me anymore. Not when it comes to my parents.
Yeah.
I wish I felt the same way. But I suppose no good can come from wallowing. The
That's
city
right.
needs you now more than ever.
Also, I feel like you know it all and you're just not telling me, Alfred. Keeping secrets from me.
I'll leave you to it then.
I feel like he's a little sus, and I'm just saying, yeah, Mass Kamikaze. I know we shouldn't, but it's a little sus right now.
Despite the backing of billionaire Bruce Wayne, rumors persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his campaign staff and making ad buys. A dead spokesperson said these rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic perpetuated by the incumbent Mayor Hill's campaign.
Yeah, sounds like a smear tactic to me. Oh wait, are they gonna talk about the fight that happened? I'm looking at cameras.
The images on these cameras haven't changed.
Uh-oh.
Something's wrong.
That's not good.
Men may have commandeered the cameras on their end.
Yikes.
We could just be looking at
Static images. That's not
May
good.
have visitors.
I wanted to hear about the bar brawl.
Now.
I didn't get a look at my tickets. I always look at my tickets when I come to the Batcave. Whoa.
Harvey needs to get out of there.
Hey, Bruce.
What?
Man, I'm glad you called. I needed to talk to you, actually.
Why?
Something's come up. Something that's, well, it's not exactly pleasant.
Harvey, listen to me. Your life is in danger.
Because of Penguin and his thugs?
Thanks, but there is an army of security here. They have me in some back room until the debate begins.
Oh.
For my own protection, they said.
Well.
A little bit of overkill, if you ask me.
It's not overkill, Harvey.
It's not.
It's a
They're there. Wait.
I need to
It's off my chest.
Look,
Bruce, I didn't want to do this over the phone, but...
What?
My advisors are telling me that I need to...
that I need to distance myself from you.
What? But I'm your BFF for life.
Until all this mess with your family blows over. They're afraid it's...
I get it. It's the smart move, but let's talk about that later.
I'm glad you see it that way.
I'm just gonna
What with
pretend
the
that it
allegations
doesn't
in the
hurt me.
press, and now this mess with Falcone,
And that I'm not brokenhearted.
You're a liability.
Thanks. A liability, man. I'm out here.
Bruce,
Without your money,
I am dead in the water.
So you want my money, but you
I
don't
know
want to
this is
say it's
delicate
coming for
topic,
me.
but I need you to keep me afloat.
I may have to trash you in public. But you and me, we'll know the truth about our friendship.
No matter what, we need a new mayor. Hill needs to be removed.
Yeah.
And I knew you'd see it that way.
Listen, I hate to push you,
But I
What?
need to know. Can I count on your money, Bruce?
whatever it takes to save Gotham. That's what we wanted.
Sure. Whatever it takes to save
Thank you,
Gotham.
Bruce. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. To Gotham.
Just maybe next
I'm
time,
sorry,
like,
Bruce,
you
the
can
makeup
tell
person is
people that I'm cool.
She needs to put on my face.
I hope you can still watch the debate somewhere.
She needs to accentuate that jaw.
Tonight, remember.
You are always my friend.
Harvey.
Also, hi, Sai. Hello. I feel like he's still in danger and he didn't take me seriously. I think that's going to be a problem. I think, I feel like it's weird if we leave it here. I feel like we should at least go to the debate. But I'm also, we'll go to the debate. We'll go to the debate. After the debate, maybe I'll save it. I like to try to save it on these shocking moments, though.
Batman. Yeah, all quiet so far.
I love how they're having it at the Wayne Memorial Auditorium, and he's gonna, like, slam
Just so
the
we're
Waynes.
clear, you and me, we're on shaky ground.
Jim, listen.
No, listen to me. The excessive violence, it can't go on.
What excessive? I
Most
didn't.
of the GCPD already think you're a monster. Don't prove them right.
I'm sorry for putting you in a difficult spot, Jim. I value our working relationship.
So do I, Bat.
I value our relationship.
That's why I need you to rein it in.
Oh my goodness.
We have bigger things to worry about right now. Your security has been compromised.
I've got patrols on every door.
You better check on them.
Yeah.
I'd keep that holstered if I were you.
What's she doing here?
She's
Just
my
caught
friend.
in a robbery at the mayor's office.
I think she's mending her ways.
Oh, he's right, Lieutenant. I don't do the bad things anymore. Unless it's on request.
Not to bite me. Alpha Patrol, come in.
I'm such like a bad Batman. Like, I mean, like,
Incident in the bar.
apparently I'm doing all the naughty things.
Dead is its own kind of cage. I can't stand being in it. Not that I needed your help or anything, but you had my back. I thought I'd repay the favor.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
like you scratch my back, I cut some people up.
Doing the right thing. Maybe there's hope for you yet.
Don't read too much into it. I'm just allergic to owing you anything.
Fair.
One of my men on the ground
I think she wanted to help us.
Enough waiting. We're going in.
Okay.
Alpha, do you read?
Now, aren't you glad I'm here?
Oh, here we go.
A shot to my SWAT team of getting in there quietly.
Zrlum.
We are seriously underfunded at the GCPD.
Sounds like a vote for Den, Lieutenant.
Well. Yeah, vote for Den. Get that stuff. Get that. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone crying? Oh, because these people are kidnapped, of course. Amanda, did you see the people walking around? Yes, I did. I know. I tried to get a kiss earlier and didn't work. But at least, you know, I feel like we still had some pretty good synergy. So I feel like the sparks are beginning to fly. So at least there's that. Whoa. Did I just crush that guy's eye? Guy doesn't have an eye now. Is that what just happened? I feel like I put my thumb in.
At least we know why they weren't responding.
Because they're dead.
Gordon,
Dead!
we found one of your patrols. They've been terminated.
As you might have guessed, there's been a change to tonight's program.
Oh my goodness. His penguin mask is great.
Firing the moderator.
Oh my gosh, Penguin is so scary.
These hostages? I don't like their chances.
If we're quick and decisive, no one else has to die.
That's right.
If you say so. But Penguin's playing for keeps.
Fanatics always do.
No one else. No one else should die. Can we keep them all alive? I don't know.
You'll do. Get out here.
Oh.
Keep it quiet back there.
These guys are armed to the teeth.
Who's this big guy supposed to be? Is he supposed to be like Solomon Grundy or something?
We need a new moderator.
Come on, you.
Or, what's his name?
Thank you for
Uh,
volunteering.
Tombstone?
No.
Go on then. Introduce the candidates. Stage fright, huh? All right, I'll get you started, but this is your show.
I don't like that threateningness. Thug. Let me examine this thug. Oh, this is a linking thing. Flanking position, able to call for help. Door. Steady surface, welded frame. No, that's not gonna work. So how about this guy to the door? No? Can't do the table. Trying to click here, but it's not. Okay. So maybe him. No? Alright. Is there anything else I could link to here? I literally see nothing else. Oh, wait. Something on the roof. It's a Catwoman. Can I link her to this guy? No? Can I... How am I supposed to... Who am I supposed to link? Agile, fierce, never misses her quarry. Well, I feel like these two are a match made in heaven. Why won't it let me click to link? That's not a thing? What is going on here? This isn't Catwoman. Nothing wants to link. This is awkward because I'm trying to get it to do the thing, but it doesn't want to do it. Am I supposed to click something else? Can't link it to Catwoman. I can't link it to the door. Well, maybe there's something else around here. Let me look. Nope. I only see those things. Strange. How do I complete it? Trying enter. Alright. Well, I may have to stop playing here because this doesn't want to work for some reason. I'm just gonna look it up real quick and see. You have to click the words link O. Link O? Link to. Oh, link to. Oh, goodness. Thank you. This is why I don't play with mice. Yeah. Alright. That's a good link. And I could do this guy here. I feel like, I probably should have done Catwoman. Let's have Catwoman get that guy. Link to. So you can take this guy. Nice. She's gonna whip him from behind. I like that. That's stealth. That's smart. And this guy, what are we gonna do with this guy? I guess this is the only option here. Is there any other... well, I guess Catwoman could also get this guy. Or I could do something with the ceiling. Drop a beam on him, or what? Just disorient him. No, let's drop a beam on him. I don't want to mess it up. Sometimes you gotta drop a few beams on people. All right. Yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna be in 2 places at once, but we'll try it, I guess. Might have to hit some stuff just in case. Here we go. Oof. Takedown. What? Oh. That guy might have died. Might be dead. Nope. None of that. They saved them. Look. They look terrified of us.
Make for the police line.
Yeah, thank you, Joel, for the reminder. I'm gonna get another water and I will hydrate in a moment. Woo! Welcome.
You have nothing to fear. We are the children of Arkham. We are here to end the masquerade and expose the corruption that ruined your city. For too long, men like your esteemed mayor have profited from the pain of innocence.
I knew this was too big for Oswald.
This isn't good.
Someone else is pulling the strings.
Smart. Let someone else do the dirty work.
Alright, I'm just gonna quickly hydrate because you did remind me, Joel, and I'm gonna do it. I'll be right back. Hey, dropping beams! That's what we do. Thank you, they stared, for cheering with bits. Bits! I'll be right back, friends. Also, I have sound alerts for anyone that wants to send off some sound alerts. They're very fun. Be right back. And we are back. Here we go, here we go. Jump back in.
Go on, love. You know what to do.
Hydrate. Oh wow. I'm good, Joel. How are you? These people are all getting stabbed, so that's not good. But I hope you're good. Hope you're not getting stabbed with a needle right now. Hope none of you are, because it doesn't seem good.
Tell them what you really think about the city you pretend to love.
Everybody in Gotham saw that moderator get shot on live TV.
Yikes.
What's going on in there?
Nothing good is going on in here. So I gotta shoot this thing, though. Might have to do more quick things on this keyboard. I'm using a keyboard today, Joel, and it is not as good as me using a controller. I got my head ripped off a lot. I'm just gonna stay on the keys then and leave the mouse here to grab.
We're out of time, Batman. The press is going nuts with those two drunks on stage.
Just breathe and don't worry. You can do the commands. What should I do? I should save these people. What tape? There's a tape? What is this? Oh.
I thought your father was dead.
He is dead.
You've been declared criminally
What?
insane and committed to Arkham indefinitely as a ward of the state.
What? That's a good attitude, Joel. I like it.
Give her the drug.
Thomas, we're friends. Our boys pray together.
What the heck?
You were warned, Esther. You know I always get what I want. Commence the procedure.
What?
Give her a dose she won't come back from.
What? Daddy, no! Oh my god. That is so incriminating. I can't even. I also can't play with a keyboard. I'm not very good at playing with keyboards unless it's like League or something. And even then, good is like a... I don't know if I'd call it that. Oh man. Some people definitely died.
You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Yep. Yeah, Vicky, run! Poor Oswald, but I have no choice. Sorry, Oz. Oh, not this guy again. I hate this guy. This guy is so strong. I don't want to fight him. Oh, okay, my drone. That was only thousands of dollars. Duck. Gotta use my speed here. Thanks. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous.
That was all him. He didn't know when to stop.
What?
I had him killed because of it.
Did he? Oh, ow. I got distracted.
So this is for her.
Whoa.
Quite your turn, Dent.
Oh my gosh, Dent. Oh my gosh. That was the perfect time to do that. They stared. Thank you for the Danny Elfman Batman.
Biggest supporter, and didn't even turn up.
Also, I'm pretty sure that guy's head is not going to be okay. Might be another kill.
Your revolution is over, Penguin.
On the contrary, we're just getting started.
I'm very nervous. Ah! No. Did I not save her from that one? Oh no, the light! The light. Or Catwoman. Ah! Who do I save? None of these are a good choice. Okay, I gotta save Harvey. Catwoman's Catwoman. She can deal with it. Oh god. Oh god. Can I help Cat? No. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Woo!
Hold your fire, damn it! Where's the maniac in the mask?
Oh. Danny Elfman does rock, they stared. It's true. Danny Elfman's awesome. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Selena got shot, but I think she already got shot at that point. She at least got grazed. So, I mean, she'll probably be fine. And we saved Harvey's face. So, that's something. Right? I feel like that's good. Alright, I think this is where we're gonna save it.
Chaos after Mayor Hamilton Hill was confirmed dead.
This is where we're gonna save it, I think. Da, 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 da. So we're gonna see the fallout after that, Mayor Hill's death and all that good stuff in the next episode. The next time we play the game, the next Monday, not next, actually, yeah, next Monday. Yes, because we just saved. So I do want to exit the game, and then I'm gonna go back to this area. Thank you so much for chilling with me and watching. I hope you enjoyed. We did not kiss Catwoman yet, so hopefully that'll happen at some point. And we also let her get shot, so it might not happen. But we might get a kiss Harvey Dent, I guess. That's not really the same thing, but it's something. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have socials if you want to follow them. You can always subscribe or follow here. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming and watching, and everybody that followed and subscribed. Thank you, and for all the bits. Thank you for all the bits. And I will be back on here, not this Thursday and not this Saturday because I'm away. I won't be here, but I will be back next Monday for more Batman, and then we will also have some more finger licking good dating on Saturday next week. All right. What is Pee Wee's Big Adventure favorite Elfman score? Oh my gosh, so